September is the Suicide Prevention Month, and I know part of your story is at 10. You wanted to commit suicide, and that was a part of your story. Um, can you share a little bit about that part of your life and just the burden on your heart as well for those who are feeling lonely and feeling suicidal?
Yeah, look, I've traveled now 87 countries, hugged a half a million people, and written out 106 different ways in how the human being can suffer. And however suffering and pain comes in your life, it always goes down to a distilling of some thoughts and feelings that sometimes go to action.
Hmm.
When I was bullied, when I was anxious, when I was depressed, I was starting to think and having feelings of feeling like I had no hope, no value, that I was an accident. I'd never be good enough in the world. I'd never have happiness. Never thought I'd get married. Never thought I'd have a family, get a job, become independent. I would just be a burden to my parents for the rest of my life. And I convinced myself of those lies. And man, am I glad by the mercy of God that I'm still here. I was trying to drown myself in my bathtub, and I realized I didn't want to leave that pain with my parents. They did nothing but love on me. So, parents, be persistently loving in action and deed and affirmation. Still giving truth, but encourage them. Um, but I think it's the anxiety and depression that we all sometimes feel, and the thought of giving up. There's 17%, get this, 17% of all Americans have actually thought of suicide. And the second greatest cause of death between ages 13 and 24 or 12 and 24 in America is suicide.
Hmm.
And it's not just veterans 22 a day. It's many people who go through life and feeling like they can't talk to someone. They don't get one-on-one counseling. They isolate themselves. They go to vices and addictions and all sorts of things just to try to numb the pain.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to admit that you have those thoughts or you've actually attempted suicide. And in my statistics of what I've done in 300 schools across America, anonymously, we found out that 25% of the people who'd thought of committing suicide had already attempted.